Hi everyone, myself Kanakaraju Veldi, Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department, Warangal Institute of Technology and Science. Welcome to WITS Connect. Today we are discussing about thrust bearing. Okay, this is also one of the type of important type of bearing. Okay, in this thrust bearing we are using guide and support the shafts. See here, a thrust bearing is used to guide and or support the shaft. Like any shaft is there, like this is one shaft. In this shaft we want one support or two supports depending upon length of the shafts. We are using these thrust bearings. Okay, in this bearing there are divided some important type bearings like thrust bearing is there, sliding contact bearing is there, rolling contact bearing is there. Okay, already we discussed the sliding contact bearing. Now thrust bearing thrust bearing is used to guide or support the shaft which is subjected to a load along the axis, which is supposed to load along the axis, like this is the axis of the shaft, vertical axis. Load acting on the shaft, load acting on the shaft axis along the axis. Okay, that is called that is called thrust bearing. Okay, and the thrust bearings are of the following two types. Okay, these thrust bearings are divided again two types. That one is a footstep bearing or a pivot bearing. Footstep bearing, pivot bearing. Okay, next second one, collar bearing. Okay, next what is footstep bearing? What is a collar bearing? In this footstep bearing and collar bearing is divided. Okay, now footstep bearing. Okay, what is footstep bearing? A simple type of footstep bearing is there. This is a simple type of footstep bearing. In this simple type of footstep bearing, suitable for a slow running. These footstep bearing only suitable for slow running shafts, lightly loaded shafts. Lightly loaded shafts and slow running shafts. We are using these two-step bearing. Okay, if there is a transmission of power in shaft, transmission of power is less than 30, less than 100 revolutions per minute. Okay, that is the speed of the shaft. We are using this two-step bearing. Okay, next if the shaft is not of steel, if not of the steel, shaft is not of the steel, like aluminum is there, another the materials also is there, its end must be fitted with the steel face. Its end must be fitted with the steel face. This is the steel face. Okay, this is the footstep bearing. Okay, next in this footstep bearing we find out the pressure. What is the pressure? Pressure of footstep bearing, pressure is denoted by P is equal to load by area, W by area. W is acting on vertical axis, vertically along the shaft axis. Okay, in this one pressure P is equal to W by A. W is equal to load transmitted. How much load transmitted? That means W. Area of the next find out the, let's see in this one area, find out the area. Let's say area is equal to pi r square. Area is equal to pi r square. Let's substitute pi r square, W by pi r square, W by pi r square. This is a pressure is equal to P is equal to W by pi r square. If you want to find out the R, then capital R, there is two R's are there, two radius, one is small r and capital R. If you want to find out the capital R, then use this one. Okay, if we know the P, W, then find out the R. Okay, next that the total frictional torque, the total find out the total frictional torque, the total frictional torque. The total frictional torque T is equal to 2 by 3 mu W R. 2 by 3 mu debl r. This is the torque is equal to torque of bearing torque T is equal to 2 by 3 nu debl r. In this one, what is mu? Mu is equal to coefficient of friction, W is equal to load transmitted, R is equal to radius. Okay. Next, find out, we don't know P, then find out the P, power. This is pressure power P and this is power. Power is equal to 2 pi nt by 60. Using this formula, we find out the power. If you don't know T, we know the P and N, then find out T. Then T is equal to, using this power formula, T is equal to P into 60 by 2 pi N. Okay, this is a T, torque formula. After finding this T, then substitute this T in this equation. Like we don't know R or debl, then substitute T. Okay, this is the next. Find out the, using this one, find out the P. That one P is equal to like in this equation, using this equation, there are two radius are there. If one radius A is equal to pi r square. If two radius A is equal to pi into capital R square minus small r square. Let's see, A is equal to pi into capital R square, small r square. There are two radius. Okay, using this area formula, then P is equal to, already we know that P is equal to W by pi r square. Then in this one, area is equal to pi into r square minus small r square. That's why W is equal W by pi into capital R square minus small r square. Okay, this is P is equal to, using this one, find out T. T is equal to, then T is equal, torque is equal 2 by 3 mu debl r. In this one, there are two radius, that's why 2 by 3 mu debl r. In the r place, r square capital R cube minus small r cube by r square capital R square minus small r square. Okay, this is another equation. If there is two radius, there is the hollow shaft, then torque is equal to 2 by 3 mu debl into r cube minus r cube by capital R square minus small r. Okay, this is a two-step bearing. This is one of the type of thrust bearing. Okay. Now, collar bearing. What is collar bearing? The shaft continues through the bearing. The shaft continues through the bearing. There is a continuous supports 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continuous supports. We are using oil reservoir. Why we are using oil reservoir? We store the oil, and if you want to decrease or increase the heat temperature, we are using oil. Okay. In this bearing, the shaft continues through the bearing. The shaft may be vertical, horizontal. It is horizontal, and another is vertical. The vertical the shafts also we are using collar bearing with a single collar or many collars. Single collars, there are many collars. There are for suppose single collar is there, 1 or 2. That is single collar. Next, the collars are either integral parts of the shaft or rigidly fastened or with the integrals also we are using these collar bearings. Okay, in this collar bearing again find out a P. P is equal to W by A. Okay, A is equal to, in this one there are two radius, capital R, small r. Okay, A is equal to pi into capital R square minus small r square. Using this A equation, find out the total frictional torque. First of all, find out the P. P is equal to W by pi into r square minus r square. Okay, this is P. Next, total frictional torque. Total frictional torque is denoted by T is equal to 2 by 3, already we know that 2 by 3 mu double. In the R place there are two radius, that's why R cube, capital R cube minus small r cube by capital R square minus small r square. Okay, this is the total torque, frictional torque equation. T is equal to 2 by 3 mu double R cube minus small r cube capital R square minus small r square. Okay, next if you want to find out the T, as it is same in this 4 step bearing also is there na, P is equal to 2 pi nt. Using this formula again find out the T. Okay, if you want T is equal to, using this one, T is equal to 60 into P by 2 pi n. Okay, this is a collar bearing. Okay, collar bearing figure, there are two radius are there, number of collars are there, that's why this is called a collar bearing. Okay, thank you.